welcome to another episode of Commander Fodder. So we're up to Legions. This is another deck where I think it's probably just going to pretty much build itself. I'll go through the theme decks, but if you've seen the set musing episode, you'll know which one I ended up choosing. So in Legions, the theme decks are, there's a green elf tribal deck. Wow, 25 forests. That's interesting they've actually done that, because this is a comment I made, I think, in the episode of the Deck Durdler, where obviously I was building from 6 packs of Legions, which is something that you probably wouldn't see normally, and it appears what they've done here is basically built a deck with nothing apart from creature spells, and I'm not sure. I'm just wondering, well, I won't bother going through it, but I wonder how many of these are actually, because when you get onto these decks, there's some cards come from the set, and then some come from, say, they might come from the previous set as well. Like, this is a good example. So obviously they've had to pull in instants and enchantments from either the main set or the core set of that time. So we've got a white-blue morph themed deck. We've got a slivers, in this case 3 colours: Forest, Islands, Plains. And again here they've pulled in some non-creature support cards from outside of Legions. And then Zombies Unleashed, which is mono black deck. And again a few support cards here. So in the mono black deck we've got Ghastly Remains and Gravebond Muse. For the Slivers deck we have Brood Sliver and Essence Sliver. There was no Sliver Legendary in this set. And we got Chrome Shell Crab and Weaver of Lies in the blue white, and in the mono green creatures only deck we have Elvish Soul Tiller and Tribal Force Mage. Interesting. That sounds like they made a mistake. Right, so let's dive in. Here's the, as I said, I chose to use the Slivers deck as my commander fodder, as my seed. So this is the deck unaltered. It's the 60 card deck. You can see we've got 20 creatures. A number of support cards. We've got Explosive Vegetation, Pacifism, Crown of Vigor, Chroma's Blessing, Mage's Guile, and Tribal Unity. And if you look, you can see they all come from the first set of the block, judging by the symbol. Now, Slivers at this point in this block were only in, or sorry, for this particular deck, the only set the Slivers could have been pulled from would have been Legions. Actually, ignore that one. Should be, I forgot to change, it's actually the same artwork. There is also a Mistform Dreamer here, which can, by this ability, can act as a Sliver. And that comes from the main set of the block. So that's actually from Onslaught itself. Okay, so what I've done here, I've stripped out all the multiple copies. Just going to make that change here. And yeah, haven't really had to take out much else. I'm quite happy to leave in what's in there. We've got Chroma's Blessing, which is fine. this is doing any harm. It's not a fantastic card, but no need to remove it at this point. We've got Tribal Unity, which is interesting. Crown of Vigor. Pacifism. Explosive Vegetation. And what we're going to use as our legendary, as our commander, is Sliver Overlord. So Sliver Overlord comes from Scourge. So what I wanted to do is just pick a particular Sliver legend that was contemporaneous to this set, like closest on the timeline. Obviously there were other Sliver commanders I could have chosen, but I thought, you know, in keeping with the set, it would be wiser to do that, I suppose. So with this one, we get to search our library for a Sliver card, reveal that card, put it into your hand, shuffle your library, gain control of a target Sliver. Now the other thing I decided to do, really because of last week, me sort of not, you know, my land base not being particularly brilliant, is to put in a bit of tricolour land fixing amongst other things. So I'm going to shove in an Adaptive Automaton. So yeah, in addition to the land, there's also a few other cards that I'm going to put in. So we've got Adaptive Automaton, which is always interesting in a tribal deck. And then in terms of our mana fixing, it'll be, you know, certain cards that care about creatures of a certain type, and a few other things. So let's just drag this across now, and then I'm going to put in the different tricolours. You can see here these all come from the Shards block. We've also got Sliver Hide, why not? Sliver Hive, seeing as we're playing Slivers. We've got Unclaimed Territory, again, so sort of tribal mana fixing. I'm going to put in a command tower, and there's the other tricolour land, and then another set of cards that you know, care about creatures or care about tribes. So this one I just need to open up a artifact slot. There we go. We've also got Door of Destinies and Chromatic Lantern. Just thought it'd be good to have some good to have a mana rock. Another card that cares about creature types. And then I thought, what the heck, I'm going to put a Birds of Paradise in. Now there's a number of, I wanted to put just one that was contemporaneous, so that's why it's from 7th edition. There's probably other stuff I could put in here, like the one from the Mystery Booster. But yeah, I'm just interested in some mana fixing from around that time, so we're going to whack in a 7th edition Birds of Paradise. Okay, let us go for the Rex. So we're just going to go straight with the Architect version first and see what happens. It's obviously picked up a number of these other cards already, so I don't need to re-add those in. Actually, one thing I do need to do is, once I start pulling some of this stuff, I'm going to obviously reduce my land count because it's gone a bit over the top now. Get my land base down a little bit. So of course what we're going to see here is just a whole load of slivers to add in. Yeah, I need to reduce my land, like I said. So let's do this again. Nice thing with slivers as well, there's a number of these that will fix for mana as well, so Might be the Birds of Paradise is unnecessary. Some pretty strong slivers here. We've already got this one in here. And of course we're playing 5 colours, so we can pretty much play anything. Oh, double strike. Vigilance, yes please. Death touch, yeah. Yeah. Let's play that. So we might as well get something that's generating sliver tokens, eh? So I'm just going to stop there. I just want to see what my creature count's like. 26. Okay, that's fine. And I need to fix this land base because clearly we've got 44 lands which we don't need. So let's just start pruning these down. I don't know what the till I get to the end. I don't know exactly what the balance is of the colours yet, but we'll see. I've got to lose 4. I'll just start off with, I'll leave forests in for a moment. Let me just pull these down. And then I can always rebalance it in a moment. I just want to make sure I don't exceed 100 cards, that's all. So, right. Back at it. 26. I want about, what, 38 probably, somewhere around there. First strike. Do I want Sliver Cycling? This is always interesting, these changelings. It's useful. Is that going to be... I'm playing so many slivers though. I've got... It's always nice. I suppose it's utility if you did change the deck out a bit and put some non-sliver utility in it. It does allow you to impart all creature types on those utility creatures actually. The other thing is I'm not planning on keeping with the theme of legions and just having all creatures and nothing else, as you can see from what I've chosen already. I don't know if I want this Cascade Sliver in here or not. Although, when you cast this spell, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile on cost less. Order. Sliver spells you cast have Cascade. What the hell? Flying and haste. I know I play poisonous. Yeah, it's just a question of like shoving all the slivers in. Interesting. Oh yeah, that one. We want that one. Yeah, I mean, really, you're just spoiled for choice here. Do I want to put a Morphin in? Probably not. I don't want to give my... Let's put a Leeching Sliver in as well. Okay. Have a look at some of the enchantments. I don't know if we actually have that many activated abilities actually. That looks good. I like that. And I like that. Leave that like that for the moment. I'm actually I'm gonna ditch that, I think. I know it was in the original deck, but it's taken up a slot. So really we're playing 5 colours, so we're spoiled. Let's play a Mortify. And Terminate. Play Cyclonic Rift, why not? Sorcery, so it's probably going to be Wrath effects now and various ramp. And then really we just got to bump up the artifacts and just to see if there's any interesting utility land we might want to play. Yeah, I like that. Cultivate and Farseek. Kindred Dominance. Each player goes all creature cards. Hang on, there's a hive stirrings. Do I need to play a hive stirrings? Probably not. I don't know if I want any more card draw than I've already got. Let's pop that in. Let's put in a Supreme Verdict. Okay. And now, yeah, just 3 artifacts and we're done. See what I mean about building itself? I'll have a quick look at the Planeswalkers actually, because it's always interesting to see. Let's put Vivian Reed in there. Actually, no. Yeah. What the hell? Well, we don't have a Soul Ring. I won't bother playing Coat of Arms because that benefits anybody that's playing creatures of a certain type. But I'm going to play that Vanquish's Banner. Ta-da! Done. Okay, that was easy. Let me just make sure I export this. My Sliver Shivers, and oh no, I forgot, didn't I? I did say, you should have reminded me, I did say that I was gonna, that's why I included all those lands first, because I do have a nasty habit of doing that. Oh, do I really want to mess about with that? Might be interesting. I mean, there is a lot of other utility I could play in here. Let's do that, and then we'll take out that additional forest. And then yeah, we might want to run slightly more. Blue, black. So I might want to run slightly more green and white, but no, I'll leave it like that for the moment. We got lots of, lands that with 3 colours, even though they do come into play tapped. It could be, well, we have everything except for black. Well, we do have some fixing. Oh, one soul ring. Yeah, I imagine this would be a slow deck to really get up and running. Well, so no lander. That's bad. Yeah. I'm wondering whether I would want to play more land actually, but seeing as it's 5 colour, but I think it's just a consequence of 5 colour, is it can be difficult to get the mana right. That'd be interesting. Get out there pretty quick. I suppose I could see an argument for pairing Morophon actually. Just check it hasn't done anything wacky with my mana base. No. The other thing I could do is lose some of these cares about creatures things and play more mana rocks. How did my Birds of Paradise get back in there? Strange. Oh well, obviously he didn't want to join in the fun, so... It bounced itself. Obviously didn't feel like it belonged in the Slivers deck. So it left. Oh, no, actually I do need it because I'm short. But it did change my artwork. Could have the 7th edition one to make it feel really out of place. Okay, there we have it, I think. Let me just export that again because I made a few changes there. So thanks once again for watching and bye for now.